Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Which means only someone with talent can hit a target. The target that genius hits is invisible to others. Compassion is the basis of morality. That means morality is based on understanding. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things, which means we learn most often about things' value through loss. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. That means the world's boundaries are taken by each man to be those of his own field of vision. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. It means happiness is the regular recurrence of pleasure. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience, which means writing for fools ensures the author of a huge readership. One should use common words to say uncommon things, which means when expressing unique ideas, one should do it in everyday language. Life is a constant process of dying. That means death is an ongoing process throughout life. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. It means the only truly wonderful attribute in a man is his sense of humor. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial, which means men who are highly intelligent often lack social skills. Treat a work of art like a prince. Let it speak to you first. That means, like a prince, listen to a piece of art before you respond. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. It means great men build their nests in lofty isolation, much like eagles do. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. Which means religion teaches people how to think, making it the pinnacle of the art of animal training. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. That means the pendulum of life swings back and forth between suffering and boredom. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. It means there isn't a thorn without a rose, but there are plenty of thorns without a rose. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability, which means hope is the misunderstanding of a desire with its possibility. Marrying means to have one's rights and double one's duties. That means, by becoming married, one halves their rights and doubles their responsibilities. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. It means avoiding high expectations of happiness is the best strategy for avoiding extreme sadness. Every parting gives a foretaste of death, every reunion a hint of the resurrection, which means every parting sees death and every reunion suggests rebirth. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. That means life's briefness, which is frequently regretted, might actually be for the best. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. It means the more we consume, the thirstier we get. The same is true of fame and wealth. The more unintelligent a man is, the less mysterious existence seems to him. Which means a guy perceives existence as less mysterious the more stupid he is.